You have too many warriors with you. If I let all of you fight the Midianites, the Israelites will boast to me that they saved themselves by their own strength. Say that's a lie. Okay. So God, He's amazing, but look at this though. Therefore tell the people, whoever is timid or afraid may leave this mountain and go home. So 22,000 of them went home, leaving only 10,000 who were willing to fight. So it was 10,000 of them that was left. But the Lord told Gideon, there are still too many. Bring them down. So bring them down to the spring, and I will test them to determine who will go with you and who will not. So when Gideon took his warriors down to the water, the Lord told him, divide the men into two groups. So he had to divide them into two groups, y'all. In one group, put all of those who cup water in their hands and lap it up with their tongues like dogs. In the other group, put all of those who kneel down and drink with their mouths in the stream. Only 300 of the men drank from their hands. So all of the others got down on their knees and drank with their mouths in the stream. And now the Lord told Gideon this: with these 300 men, I will rescue you and give you victory over the Midianites. That's what God told Gideon. So send all the others home. So Gideon collected the provisions and rams, like the ram horns of the other warriors, and sent them home. But, woo, a little bug tried to get me. All praises. Anywho, no devil in hell can stop this. But he kept the 300 men with them. The Midianites' camp was in the valley just below Gideon. So, that night, the Lord said, get up, go down into the Midianite camp, for I have given you victory over them. But if you are afraid to attack, go down to the camp with your servant Pur. Listen to what the Midianites are saying, and you will be greatly encouraged. Then you will be eager to attack. So Gideon took Pur and went down to the edge of the enemy camp. Now the armies of Media, Amalek, and the people of the east had settled in the valley like a swarm of locusts. Their camels were like grains of sand on the seashore, too many to count. So Gideon crept up just as a man was telling his companion about a dream. Now the man said this: I had this dream, and in the dream a loaf of barley bread came tumbling down into the Midianite camp. It hit a tent, turned it over, and knocked it flat. So his companion answered, now your dream can't mean only one thing. God has given Gideon, son of Joash, the Israelite, victory over Midian and all of his allies. As y'all come into the room, please hit the like button. All praises, blessings. Now, when Gideon heard the dream and its interpretation, he bowed and worshiped before the Lord. Now, then he returned to the Israelite camp and shouted, get up. So he said, get up, for the Lord has given you victory over the Midianite hordes. He divided the 300 men into three groups and gave each man a ram's horn and a clay jar with a torch in it. Then he said to them, keep your eyes on me. When I come to the edge of the camp, do just as I do. As soon as I and those with me blow the ram's horns, blow your horns too, all around the entire camp, and shout for the Lord and for Gideon. So then it was just after midnight, after the changing of the guard, when Gideon and 100 men with him reached the edge of the Midianite camp. Suddenly they blew the ram's horns and broke their clay jars. So then all three groups blew their horns and broke their jars. You hear that? They held the blazing torches in their left hands and the horns in their right hands. And they all shouted, a sword for the Lord and for Gideon. Now each man stood at its position. So they stood at its position, standing strong at the position. All right. So, uh, so then as they stood at the position around the camp and watched as all the Midianites rushed around in a panic, shouting as they ran to escape, when the 300 Israelites blew their ram horns, the Lord caused the warriors in the camp to fight against each other with the swords. With the swords, you know what I mean? And so those who were not killed fled to places as far away as Beshita near Zeria, and to the border of Abel Melo near Tabat. Now then Gideon sent for the warriors of Naphtali, Asher, and Manasseh, who joined in chasing the army of Midian. Now Gideon also sent messengers throughout the hill country of Ephraim, saying, "Come down to attack the Midianites. Cut them off at the shallow crossings of the Jordan River in Beth-barah." All praises, blessings, blessings. And so all the men of Ephraim did as they were told. They captured Oreb and Zeb, the two Midianite commanders, killing Oreb at the rock of Oreb, and Zeb and the windpress of Zeb, and they continued to chase the Midianites. Afterward, the Israelites brought the heads of Oreb and Zeb to Gideon, who was by the Jordan River. But guess what? They won that battle. They won that battle. Let's get you up out of here. All praises. I don't even need you in here. Goodbye. Goodbye. I don't even want you over here right now. All praises, blessings. Stand in my position. We gotta stand our position just like, over here in Judges 7. This Judges 7. Gideon, he defeated the Midianites. You know what I mean? So, all praises, blessings. So, we'll get back into it. I was on a quick little break, for a minute, and I wanted to get on out here and speak the word because that's what the Lord wanted me to do, and that's what I did. So, my sisters and brothers in Christ Jesus, make sure that y'all go into Judges 7, NLT. I'll talk to y'all real soon. Y'all have a blessed day. Continue standing your ground, stand your position. You know what I mean? No giant is bigger than the army of God. You feel me? All praises. Blessings due to the Most High. Yes, blessings. It's a beautiful day. And God, He's amazing. It's a blessed day. All praises. Peace, peace. I'm out.